start of a new one. Got the pine wood fleet lined up as usual. Got a full demo. All of it goes. This palm tree, this tree. All the grass, concrete entrance. There's a brand new concrete entrance, brand new driveway. Got a porch, front porch coming up. It's gonna be pretty nice. They got my guy Chewy on the disc. So a little bit of background on this project. We tried to widen the approach on the driveway. We actually submitted a plan to the city. We went back and forth with them for a couple of months. They ended up not approving it for the homeowner. The exact reason I cannot tell you why, or at least we don't know why. They just said that it cannot be done. They were saying that it's going to impede on traffic or something like that, but honestly, it would have just helped the parking in on their street. Their goal was to park their cars, park multiple cars on their driveway, but the city didn't allow it. We wasted about 2 or 3 months of our time. It is what it is. So as soon as we found that out from the city, we were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's get this thing started. We got our front porch approved because the homeowner is doing a front porch. He just has not done it yet because the rain has not given him the time. He was going to do it, but it rained for about 3 or 4 days straight, so he held off. And we actually ended up finishing the project before he could even start on the porch. So here's the day one. We got demo going. We got the ditch witch with the breaker doing its thing. This machine, I got it a couple of years ago, and it's honestly been a game changer for my business. It puts in a lot of work. The diesel lasts a couple of days. And it just has a lot of power. It can excavate. We have our breaker for it. It's tracked, so it doesn't make, tire marks everywhere like a Bobcat would. And it's light. It's versatile. It's 36 inches wide. It's perfect. It's perfect for landscaping. Perfect for these little projects where it's front and backyard. And it's an amazing machine overall. So for this project, we had to excavate pretty far down the footing for our front porch, which you can kind of see right there next to the excavator. You can see that orange mark. That's our line. That's where the edge of the porch is going to be. So we had to dig down there. We had to do all of our rebar, had to set our forms. We pretty much poured it in place. You can see our rebar right there. We did have to epoxy in, and we had to get a deputy inspector out. So that cost us around $300. Not bad. But what a deputy inspector is pretty much a field observation from a third party. So not us, not the city. It's a third party. He comes, observes us, using epoxy on the rebar, that we're using the right stuff. He signs off, makes a field report, and we have it. We called inspection. Inspection was good to go. He said, just make sure you have your field observation, right, for your deputy inspector. I said, here we go. He said, all right, you guys are good to go. You're good to pour. So we did. We poured this front porch. Honestly, I did not think it was going to take this much concrete. I thought it was only going to be about 14 yards. And then it ended up taking around 18 or 19. So it took quite a bit, only because it was very, very thick. And this is the way the engineers designed it. They also designed the rebar. They designed the size of it. You know, this thing, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna be there eternal. And here we have the demolition of the driveway. So we poured the porch. I actually lost my footage on the pour. My one of my files was corrupted, and it corrupted the files that I recorded that day. So here's when we demoed the driveway. It was a very big driveway. It was a very big driveway. I think from the street all the way to the furthest point, it was about 85 feet long. It was pretty big. It took about 3 trucks of concrete, about just under 30 yards. So I think 28 or 29 yards. And it took us maybe 3 days to demo, 3 or 4 days to demo and prep. It wasn't that bad, honestly. We did 3 to 4 inches of base, of road base. Then we did rebar number 3 at 18 inches on center, or no, I'm sorry, at 24 inches on center. And then we poured the slab 4 to 5 inches thick. So here's pour day. You can see we got a lot of finishers. And this is very important for your business, or, you know, if you're doing concrete in general, is your finishers matter so much. If your finishers do not care about their work, they're not craftsmen, they're just there to make their money, get their day's worth, and get out of there, that, you know, it's a recipe for disaster. And it's taken me quite a while to get this crew of finishers and, you know, actually find finishers that care about their work. It's taken me some time. You know, I've had my fair share of dealing with bad finishers. So here we had a total of 8 guys, only because the driveway's huge to begin with. The driveway's very big. And we did a 14-inch band along the entire perimeter. And we did 5x5 diamonds. And we did a top cast finish. The project came out perfect. There was, I mean, honestly, you know, I might just be blowing smoke, but there was no any defects at all on this driveway. It's been about maybe 4 weeks now, 0 cracks. The mud came out good. It did come a little wet. You can see it right there. So we're almost wrapped up here. We got our natural stone veneers on the porch and then behind it. And here's our freshly poured driveway. It took 30 yards of mud. You got a diamond pattern right here. And these are 5x5 diamonds with a 14-inch band. It's coming out nice. And here is the driveway. It's huge. It goes all the way back here. See how far it goes right there. We did a top cast finish. So top cast finish. You can see it's very consistent all around. It's still curing, but it looks really, really good. Consistent all the way up in the joints as well. We'll probably finish the stone tomorrow, and a couple days left for landscaping, and we'll be wrapped up. And we are working in Riverside next. Got a nice big job over there. It's a ranch remodel. But check out this front entrance. This thing is dope. Compared to how it looked before, it's like a whole different house. And honestly, it didn't really pop until we put the stone up yesterday. After the stone started going up, it gave it a really different look. It gives it a finished look. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but it's like a yellowish orange tone. You can see it right here. And here are floating steps. I'm gonna walk with these. Looking good. So we're finally able to come back after all this rain. We are starting grouts on the stone. Here's our mix. We're doing a colored grout to kind of match the stone. See it right here. It's looking good. So we can't finish the landscaping yet. We have a lot of rain coming again. But sometime next week, we should have it all done. Whenever the rain lets us finish, we will be able to finish. Last day here, all we have left is just to add our mulch and lighting. We've got a lot of plants in. This is our Palo Verde tree. Got another one over there. And we went with drought tolerant, not desert scape, but it is a mixture. And this place looks nice. Our stone looks nice. The grout's the perfect color, not too dark, not too light. Our Mexican beach pebble for our dry river. It's looking good. So we have two uplights, one for each tree, and then we have 4 that are going to go up the pathway at the entrance for the house, and then 3 on the pathway going that way towards the driveway. The only thing is that these lights were special orders, so we are only able to install the uplights today, which is right there, and we will have to come back in a couple of weeks to put the 4 pathway lights. But this place looks good. I gotta say, it's one of my favorite projects that we've done. Especially it's design build, you know, so it's our design, our build. I'm very picky with my designs. And I'm very happy with the outcome. This came out nice. Black mulch on site. Fun touch. Got our watchdog Zara over there. Let's get this thing wrapped up. All wrapped up. This thing turned out beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So much contrast with the black mulch, with the river rock. It's modern, but also timeless. It's looking dope. This camera does not do this place justice. It's insane. It's insane how good this thing turned out. Got boulders, I got a blue glow, and this front entrance is just something else.